This is just going to be a quick and dirty unboxing. I ordered a new slider off of Amazon with a ball head. Specifically, it's the StudioFX 32-inch Pro DSLR camera slider, dolly track video stabilizer is what it's listed as. It's from AMC Global, and it retails for about $99. They have varying lengths, I think down to 24 inches, all the way up to 48. All are very well priced. It's supposed to come with a bag, and then additionally from Cowboy Studio I got a DMK Photo heavy ball head. Recommended to go with it just so I don't have to constantly take the head off of my tripod. So for static shots it'll give me a way to mount and aim the camera. I typically shoot with one of two cameras, either my 5D Mark III, which is my primary camera, or for shoots I want to be more indiscreet, I have a Canon EOS M, which has the same sensor inside as the T4 and T5i and the 7D. So the video quality is comparable, especially if you use the adapter to put on the EF and EFS lenses. All right, well, let's get started. It comes boxed pretty well. It's about 3 feet long, about 4 inches by 4 inches. And let's see how we get in here. All right, just one tape. And there's an interior box, it looks like. And shipping materials. All right, this is just a return. Tell me, it got here within 2 days, which isn't bad given the bad weather we've been having. All right, let's continue getting in here. Looks like it's already come in the bag. All right, the bag seems pretty nice. We'll see how the threadings hold up over time. No markings, which I kind of like. I know it looks nice when a brand emblazons a bag or a case, but when you're traveling around and working out in public, it's kind of nice to have things a little indescript. All right, opens up. We have a little pouch here. Feels like this is the feet. This is nice. There's a little divider in here. Probably keeps them from scratching each other. Here's one of the feet. There's a two-tone paint here. One's a more of a purple blue. The other's a brighter blue. It's probably because they're buying their machine parts from third-party manufacturers and not doing it all themselves. Probably is part of what keeps down the cost. But everything's metal. Holds down well. Seems machined okay. The powder coating isn't perfect. You can tell that it's not as fine as some of the higher brands, but it's certainly a solid. It's probably anodized aluminum. Same thing as the cheaper jibs are made out of, so certainly strong enough for any DSLR or light video work. So I can get the other one out of here. I do like that it gives you this pouch. It's not special, but the fact that it has this interior lining that's going to keep them from scratching each other is a nice way to store them separate from the main slider. All right, and here's the main slider unit itself coming out the bag. I'm going to go ahead and set the bag aside. It looks like we have mounting points for both 1/4, 20, and 3/8 on the sides here and in the center. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks like, again, there's some scratching here. There's actually some nicks on here. There's actually 4 or 5 very small scratches right here in the metal itself. Again, that's just part of that cheaper machining process. Not as nice as the higher ends, but for $100, the fact that it's metal and it's a roller bearing slider is just something you're going to have to live with. Let's try and release this and see how we get for a slide. Let's loosen this up. It's not the quietest thing in the world, but it seems to have some catching in there. You get some weight on there, and it smooths out a lot. That's not too bad. It actually has a bushing here it's coming with. That's nice. And it has a bubble level. Before I really do any big tests, I'll probably end up taking this apart with these little hex screws here and cleaning it out and putting my own lubricant in there. Making sure there's no flakes left on the rails from machining. Here's a nice thing I haven't heard from any other review. On the ends, on the inside here, there's these little rubber half balls used as stoppers. That's really nice. So you don't have a clink metal on metal when it stops. I'm going to go ahead and try and mount the feet on, and we'll take a look on what it looks like when it's standing. Wow, those sit really fast. That doesn't take any time at all to get up. That is nice. See, and this table is a centerfold, so it's actually not level, but I bet I can adjust these feet to make it sit a little better. And there we go. That's not bad. So not absolutely silent, but like I said, once you clean it out, get your own grease in there, I bet it's going to be pretty great. So let's try opening the ball head next. Again, it's from Cowboy Studio. It was called the DMK Photo Heavy Duty Ball Head with Quick Release Plate. I'm hoping it's compatible with my small Manfrotto plates, but if it's not, well, that's what you get. It was only $19 extra for the heavy duty ball head with quick release, and I read someone else's review saying that it was holding their 5D Mark III just fine. So that's why I'm going to go with it and give me a cheap option. Eventually I'll buy another fluid video head to go on this, but for now this will get us started. Again, I ordered everything through Amazon, but I'm pretty sure you can find all of this on eBay as well. All right. Let's move this aside real quick. Most will bubble. Okay, inside, what we're left with is this white box, the WT001H is what it looks like they've written in hand here. That might be the actual model number. A lot of these are sold by different manufacturers, and so they're just kind of relabeled again and again. Let's see, maybe I can just peel this off if I can find where it begins. There we go. Before we make too much of a mess, get that stuck back in there, put away. It comes press molded, but if it's made of steel, it probably doesn't need that much protection. All right. It's the fancier FT-001H. Seems to be the actual model number. Fancier FT001H. Locks, which is nice. Clicks. Seems to be the same size, but it doesn't have the missing notches. And maybe feels a little wider than the Manfrotto's. We'll find out in a little bit whether that matters or not. Now here's something I don't understand. If you mount it this way and your quick release is on the back of your camera, it has a bubble level of its own, which I don't see doing much use if it's sitting under your camera. If you're using a pointer shoot, maybe with the EOS M and a small lens, well, a 5D Mark III is going to go right over the top of this bubble level. So I'm not going to find that that's going to have much use. The bottom seems to be a 3/8. So let's mount this and see how it feels. All right, let's loosen it up. Well, that's not going to work. Let's try and take this back off and loosen it a little bit before we put it back on. Let's go pre-loosen it. Oh, there we go. That's a nice little way. Turn to the side here. It gives you the ability to lock it down. That's what I was mentioning before. Okay, so this actually has a latch, that spring that pulls out, lets you lock it down. Okay. So let's unlock it for a second. Get some rotation. It's a little stiff, but maybe that'll wear in time. Yeah, here's another one of those manufacturing things. See, there's actually a scratch on the ball, but again, for the price and what you're getting, if it'll hold the weight, I'm going to be pretty happy with it. So I'm going to spin this back over here and kind of keep this over on this side of things. All right, so let's say we have that. Unlock our sled. Now the sled lock is not real perfect. When I keep it down a little bit at all, see I have a little bit of tension, that's on there pretty good. It's either really on or off, it seems, although this seems to slide pretty well even when completely undone. So we'll do some shots outside and around the house and do a full review here in time, but right now this was an unboxing of the StudioFX 32-inch Cineslider and the fancier heavy-duty ball head. Find them both on Amazon for a combined total of about $120.